Hello, everyone. My research is on the evangelical resurgence during Reagan's and Donald Trump's administrations that are reflective of the responses to cultural shifts. Reagan unified conservatives through the moral majority, facing the 1960s counterculture and Roe v. Wade, as noted by Daniel Williams in Sunbelt Politics. Trump's era, by Pew Research, polarizes with Christian national rhetoric, reacting to secularism and evangelical marginalization. My research compares their policy agendas, speeches, and alliances to show the evolution of this resurgence with key cultural moments and national politics. So, Reagan and Trump's evangelical approaches use key sources. Daniel Williams examines the moral majority's rise that shaped Reagan's 1980s conservatism, and Pew Research quantifies Trump's 2025 evangelical support that detail the faith based mobilization. Doherty et al. Explores religious values in the 2024 election, contextualizing Trump's speeches. And then Shishan Zhao links evangelical nationalism across both eras, while PBS News details Trump's faith office and alliances. I analyze primary sources, Reagan's and Trump's speeches, and executive orders to assess evangelical engagement. Secondary interpretations come from Williams, Pew, and others who inform policy and alliance comparisons. My thesis argues that Reagan's unified conservatism, driven by moral majority support, contrasts with Trump's polarized Christian nationalism, reflecting distinct evangelical resurgences shaped by cultural contexts. This comparison shows how evangelicals influenced American politics through policy and rhetoric, from Reagan's response to Trump's reaction to modern cultural marginalization. Reagan's presidency joined up evangelicals through the moral majority, mobilizing voters against the 1960s counterculture and secularism. His policies championed pro life measures, school prayer, amendments, and anti communism. They resonated with evangelical priorities. Reagan's city on a hill rhetoric cast America as a divinely favored nation, uniting conservatives with optimism. Alliances with leaders like Jerry Falwell boosted evangelical influence, rallying support against Roe v. Wade and cultural shifts. Reagan's tone made evangelical values as universal and built up conservative coalitions. My research examines how Reagan's engagement established evangelicals as a political force that shaped 80s policy and national identity. His leadership set a precedent for evangelical activism that differed from polarized dynamics, making a pivotal era of conservative unity that was driven by faith based mobilization. Trump's 2025 administration, as Pew Research and Zhao noted, adopts Christian nationalism, dividing faith communities. His policies, pro life judicial wins and a White House faith based office, appeal to evangelicals facing cultural marginalization. Trump's confrontational rhetoric vowing to protect Christianity diverges from Reagan's unifying style, and partnerships with charismatic leaders and the Project 2025 figures strengthen evangelical sway but distance moderates. My research then examines how Trump's approach that addresses 21st century secularism gives a polarized resurgence, which is distinct from Reagan's large based conservatism. This shift towards nationalist rhetoric defines our politics, prioritizes cultural conflicts while securing core evangelical policy victories, shaping a divisive yet impactful faith based movement. Thanks for listening. Here's my bibliography from CIA all the way down to Shishin Zhao. Thank you.